Hi guys, just popping in before we get going to remind you that I will be hosting the podcast lounge at Edinburgh Yarn Festival on the Friday 22nd of March at 11:45, and I really hope to see you then. I would love to meet you and say hi, so please stop by if you're going, and talk to you guys soon. Hello everyone, welcome to the Salapaloosa Knits video cast. This is a knitting podcast. We sometimes talk about embroidery and sewing and crochet as well. If you are new, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at salapaloosa@gmail.com. Come check me out on Instagram, that's where I'm mostly active. It is, my tag is Salapaloosa Knits on Instagram, and we have a podcast Ravelry group, that's Salapaloosa Knits on Ravelry, and I'm Salapaloosa on Ravelry as well. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee out of my very kitsch and very cute little kitty mug with its little pawsies. I think he's dreadfully cute. Coffee for me. Oh, that was good. It's almost 3 in the afternoon and I haven't had any coffee today yet, so this... I'm very sorry about the noise, but I'm even more sorry about what happened, and that was that I did it again. Sorry, I tipped over a bottle of Pepsi, so it's probably going to be all, the fizz is probably going to go out of it. Anyways, yes, I'm having some coffee with a little cardamom on top. I travelled in Turkey quite a few years ago now, and when I was there I was served coffee with cardamom quite a bit, and that's really delicious, so I do tend to do that at home as well. As most Norwegians, I have my coffee completely black, but a little cardamom sprinkle just gives it that something extra, and I do love me some cardamom and spicy flavours in general. Alright, enough coffee, let's just jump into the nitty gritty. There's we do have quite a few things to talk about, but I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to jump into it and hope that I won't have to do a lot of retakes. I might just ramble on and try to edit it out afterwards if I ramble too much, but I'm going to do my best. We're off to a really poor start as I'm already rambling, but okay, here we go. New object, new finished object, new design, new everything. I decided that I wanted to release a new sock pattern for Edinburgh Yarn Festival, which is next week. Can you believe it? Today is Wednesday the 14th, and next Thursday I'll be heading off to Edinburgh. Yay! So excited. So that's happening. I decided that I wanted to release a new sock pattern for Edinburgh, a pair of Edinburgh Yarn Festival extraordinaire socks. So I designed the socks, I knit the socks, I reknit the socks, I reknit the socks again, and I got them just the way I wanted it, and the pattern is, although the pattern is almost ready, but I'm just going over a few last minute things, and my lovely friends Anna and Christina, hi! Wanted to test knit these for me, so thank you so much to them for just whipping up some socks in, you know, the speed of lightning, really. Very grateful and super impressive ladies. But anyways, back to the socks. I will release these just before Edinburgh on Wednesday, the 20th of March. Okay. and I'm just going to show them to you really quickly. Here they are. Let's see if you can get this camera to focus. There we go. These are the Edinburgh socks, and they are called Loch Ness. Yes, Loch Ness. They've got one lace panel going down the side, and one of the sides of the sock. The rest is stockinette, so they knit up quite quickly. Just taking it off. This beautiful blocker by Patricia Ann on Knittography. There we go. And let's see, can you see the button? There we go. So yes, they are called Loch Ness, and they are inspired by the lovely Nessie, who supposedly lives in Loch Ness. I dropped the sock. I'm going to show you the other one, which is currently on the needles. I'm missing the toe. Let's see if we can. So this one's not blocked, but hopefully you'll get the idea. So the pattern is inspired by Nessie, the monster that lurks in the depths of Loch Ness. So we have this cable going through here, and that is inspired by the actual sea monster, who has been reported to look somewhat like a snake. And then we have this, let me just put my hand in here so you can see it better. And then we have this eyelet pattern going around the snake, so that it sort of looks like the monster is pushing through the water, creating these waves on the sides, on either side of it. So that's the Loch Ness socks. And yes, I'm really happy with them. I think I'm going to just knit a little bit on the toe while I talk to you, because it's so satisfying to be this close to finishing. I had the other sock ready a couple of weeks ago, and this one has been just lingering around the heel for a while, because I had something else that I really wanted to finish, which I'm going to talk to you about later. And yes, the pattern is knit up down. It's got this really fun lace pattern on one of the sides, and I really love a sock pattern that's got just a little bit of detailing to make it interesting and to look beautiful, but just a little bit more interesting than just a pure vanilla stockinette sock. But I also love it when there's not that much detailing, so that you can easily bring it with you and you still have that lovely stockinette portion that's you know, makes you just relax and not have to think about anything or concentrate on what you're doing at all. And the pattern is also very, or the lace portion is very easily, it's very intuitive once you have it in place, and it's very easy to read the pattern in your knitting. So it really does sort of zoom off the needles. That's at least in my opinion, it really does. So that's exciting. The yarn I've used is the 3 Friends sock kit by lovely Pixie Yarns, and in the ball it looks like this. It's just this gorgeous neutral with tons of pretty speckles in it, and the contrasting is this lilac pink colour. I'm thinking that I probably will knit up another pair of these straight away on the really dark and mysterious and, you know, Loch Ness-y sort of colour, but I haven't decided on which one yet, so it's happening. Either way, it's happening. This is Elizabeth from the future, just popping in to tell you that the Sockness socks will be free the entire Edinburgh weekend. Just thought you'd like to know. So that's the Sockness socks. Oh yeah, I dropped the other one. Sockness! And they really look, in my humble opinion, I do think that they look quite beautiful when they are on the foot. Let me show you that. You get a little sort of a sense of how it looks when it's on the foot. So yeah, really excited, really excited about these. Okay, so that's the Sockness socks. Off to the next project I need to talk to you guys about. First, a quick sip. So, I am wearing my Edinburgh Yarn Festival jumper. This is new and I'm so excited that I got it ready in time for Edinburgh. This is my own design. It's called Veela, and I'm just going to stand up and give you a quick idea of what it looks like. So the jumper is knit with a slight stockinette stitch. No, not a slight stockinette stitch, with a light ribbing, I think we're going to call it, so that you'll get this sort of stripy effect, just very subtly throughout the jumper, just to create a little bit of interest and a little bit of just a different expression than what you'd get with just a pure stockinette. But it's also very mindless to knit, so that goes really quickly. And then we've got these lace pattern on the sleeves that is a little bit intricate, but it's not difficult at all. So that lace portion goes up. The camera's a little bit lower, I had to crunch over a bit. But the lace pattern goes all the way up on the shoulder, creating this very lovely airy effect. And I can take a step back so maybe you can see it. There we go. And the rest of it is just these stripes going all across. So the only thing that's the pattern in the jumper is quite mindless with the stripes. That's very quick to knit up. The sleeves do take a little bit longer, of course, because the lace here goes all the way down. But it's a 3/4 length sleeve, so it's not too big of a take on. And yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I wanted to create a jumper that would be something timeless, something elegant, something that would work great with every day, and something that would also work really well like with a skirt like I'm wearing today, just tucked into a skirt, or maybe over a summer dress in like summer evenings, or just you know, for spring, something to, you know, keep you warm when you're wearing a dress or a skirt, and you want something, you know, to keep you a little bit warmer. And yeah, so that's what I made. I think that this jumper really does encapsulate what I wanted it to, so I'm very excited. The yarn I've used is 2 different Lang yarns. The first of them is Lang Jawoll, which is a superwash yarn consisting of 75% virgin wool and 25% nylon. And it is very very, very, very soft. If I didn't know that it was wool, I would definitely have guessed on merino. It is so, so soft. And the colour that I chose for this is called 842. These are 50 gram balls, and 50 grams is about 210 meters. And this is pretty brilliant. Inside of these you get 5 grams of, let me see if I can wiggle it out here without opening the skein. Just give me a moment to do some magic. Aloha Mora. This wasn't too easy to open. There we go. Okay. You get, with the Jawoll yarn, you get 5 grams of this reinforcement yarn inside of it. So that's perfect for if you're knitting socks and you want to make something that needs to be a little bit more sturdy. You can actually knit this reinforcement yarn. Just hold it together with the yarn you're using, and it's the exact same colour. So it's pretty much just not visible at all. It's a really good concept. Yes, so yeah, but this is one of the yarns that I use, trying to conceal the reinforcement yarn inside this again. Hopefully we'll manage. There we go. Oh, that wasn't hard. And the other yarn that I used is the lamb lace, and this is just soft. Whoops, softer than soft. It's mohair Super Kid silk, and it is made up of 58% mohair, Super Kid mohair, and 42% silk. And this is a 25 gram ball, and that's 310 meters of yarn. That's incredibly generous. It's incredible. Anyways, so I really love this yarn. These are the yarns that I used. And this is the result. And yeah, so it's with the Jawoll, it creates just this very, very soft base, and with the nylon reinforcement and the superwash, it does create a very hard wearing fabric. And it does not have that sort of, I know a lot of people feel that superwash yarn gives yarn a bit of this plasticky coat, but you definitely don't get that with this one. Not in my opinion anyways, but I don't tend to be bothered by the feel of superwash yarn. But this one is just a whole nother level of soft. Yes, with the nylon, it just creates a very long and hard wearing fabric. It just makes it a little bit more sturdy. And with the silk mohair, you just get a very lovely halo. It's nothing too much, nothing too little, and it makes it feel just so lush and soft and snuggly. And I really like the amount of halo that it gives. It's not too crazy, and it's not too little. So it's perfect, I think. And yes, it's knit bottom up with a raglan decrease, and we have, like I said, the lace pattern going all the way up to the neckline, which is a ribbed neck. And I will be starting writing out the pattern when I get home from Edinburgh, and then I will need some lovely test knitters for it. So I hope someone might like to. Yes, it's also the entire sweater. It's just super lightweight and comfortable to wear. But it is quite warm. Nothing too. It's not. How can I say this? Like with chunky knits, it seems, or at least in my opinion, it gets very, very hot very quickly if you're outside walking with a coat on top. It's just way too warm, but with the lace and with everything, it's very, very lightweight, and it does not feel heavy. It just feels super airy on your body. So that's yeah, it's just the way that I imagined it, and it's extremely satisfying to sort of watch your vision come to life. And yes, I hope you do like it. I love it. Alright, I know that I talked about having a lot of lingering whips and UFOs, and I'm starting to work my way through them. I have so many socks that I started knitting, and I knit one sock and then I immediately cast on for the second one, and I put them down just after the ribbing, and then they've been just in hiatus for months and months. So I'm trying to just work my way through that big assortment of whips that I've got. So the first one I picked up was these cutie patootie yellow rain boots vanilla socks. There we go. I forgot that I had a blocker handy. These are knit up out of the Yellow Rain Boots sock set by Down Sheepy Lane, and it consists of one self-striping ball, which is this one. I love these colours, and this just charcoal grey contrasting that I've used for the heels, toes and cuffs. Okay, so here they are. I knit one of these, and then the other one has just been laying around since I think August, September is when I last knit on these. Not good, I know. So then I picked up the other one again, and I've just turned the heel, and I'm just on my instep. Ooh, just everything's tangled. On my instep decreases. So here's the heel, just finished, just turned, and I am currently working on my instep decreases. So it's not too much left, you know. After the heel is just all stockinette all the way. So that's going to probably zoom off the needles if I can, you know, prioritize actually working on this, which, you know, it might be an issue, but I'm going to do my best. It does feel like I'm not that far away from finishing them, and I do want to finish them so badly. I'm knitting these on my higher sharps, which if you've been watching for a while, you know that these are my absolute go-to sock needles. They are my go-to needles in most projects actually, especially everything with lace. I love a super sharp needle, and that they are. I have more than once poked through my skin with these needles, but you know, that's the game. I'm using this little cheeky stitch markers on here by the Hannah of the Corner of Craft. Isn't that adorable? I love her beaded stitch markers. They are so cute. So he's keeping me company until I've done all the instep decreases. Yeah, so that's mainly what I've been working on this last week. I did have a little bit of embroidery, but I forgot to bring it out. Oh, one more thing, I did purchase another embroidery kit. I can show you that. Sorry for the noise, just throwing some things on the floor. Now, this is You might be getting tired of hearing about this lady, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. She is brilliant and you need to know about her. Let's see, there we go. Her name is Samar Nahir Yanai. I'm sorry for butchering how you say that. I'm not very good at pronouncing names of languages I don't know. And the kit that I got is one of her Urban Jungle kits, and this is how it looks. Isn't that beautiful? And it comes, the packaging is just so lovely. It comes in this package with a stitch guide and with the fabric, and I've got the kit without the hoop. You can get it with the hoop as well, but I do have some hoops, so I didn't really need it. But you get the printed fabric with the pattern, you get a stitch guide, and you get all the yarn that you need, and it's so beautifully presented. It just makes me so happy. Her packaging is stunning. And it's all just tucked in this lovely practical cellophane bag, and then wrapped in this super pretty silk paper. And then, oh, can I reach it? Yes, we can. This and then it was tied with this lovely little bow around it, which is just so cute. Her packaging is sublime. It's just so pretty. So this kit was actually part of it's part of a three-part series. I'm a little bit unsure what's the name of the three-part series, but they're all sort of green plants and something pink, so I think they're all sort of green and pink in the colour scheme. So clearly I need them all. I'm, you know, a crazy plant lady, as we've already established, and I wear that title with pride, and I definitely want to embroider all of these lovely plants and flowers, and yeah. So check her out if you'd like to start embroidering. Her patterns are very easy to follow, very well written, and it's great. She's brilliant. I love her. What else? Is that it? That might be it, actually. Oh, one more thing. Remember the dress, the Dagny dress that I started knitting? I have not been working much on this at all, because I've been working on this jumper, and I've been working on the Loch Ness socks and on the Veela jumper, and I haven't really prioritized working on the dress because this is one of the projects that I'm bringing with me to Edinburgh for some, just a really thoughtless, a mindless sort of social knitting project. So I've just separated for the sleeves and put the sleeves on some thread, and after that it's just stuck in it for days. Now this dress is very loose and oversized, so I might just reduce the stitches a little bit in the waist, just so that it's not too chunky, because I think that this dress is probably going to look best if it's worn with a belt, and because it's quite oversized, I'm afraid that that's just going to make a lot of fabric sort of, you know, like cramped together like this, and that might not look as good. So I think that I might reduce the stitches a little bit in the waist, but other than that it's just all stock knit for days. So that's very enjoyable, and I think it's going to be a great project to bring to Edinburgh. And yes, what else? Is that it? Let me have a sip and think. think that's it, you guys. Yeah, I think we're just going to wrap it up. I don't have a lot of blabber to share with you either. You know, things are going well. I'm planning wedding stuff pretty much all the time. Just trying to get everything ready and prepared and think of things, and you know, so that's that. And I've been really wanting to get a haircut because I've been really getting sick of my long hair, and I was going to wait until after the wedding because I wanted to have all the options open for hairstyles, but I finally decided that I should get a quick haircut. So it's still quite long, but I did chop off about this much, so it's quite a bit shorter, but it's still, you know, long enough so that I can do whatever with it. And that's maybe the reason why I've been very like doing all of this today. I'm just getting used to the shorter hair, although it's still very long. Yes, other than that, that's probably the most exciting thing that's happened. It's just been some quiet week, just getting ready for Edinburgh really, and getting all excited, and can't wait to meet everyone and to just, you know, get to talk to and hug everyone that you feel like you've known for a while, and that you care about, but you've actually never met in person. That's something that's really incredible that this community of ours is making happen, just bringing people together and you know, making friends all over the world, and making you care about people you've never even met. That's really lovely. Alright, I'm oh gosh, my muscles are in my legs are so incredibly sore. I had a really good workout yesterday, and my legs are all jelly. I was just thinking about needing to go out grocery shopping and just dreading having to get up because it does feel a little bit like my legs are going to give in under me, but you know, it's all for the greater good. No, it's not for the greater good, it's only for my good. Okay, I'm rambling. Yeah, workout is great. Muscles are sore, which is good. Oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. I'm just going to stop before I ramble beyond the point of no return. And Loch Ness socks coming Wednesday the 20th of March. The Veela jumper is coming in somewhere in the near future. If you would like to be one of the task knitters, you feel free to send me a you can just actually direct message me on Instagram, that's fine. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. If you've enjoyed the episode, please give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you have any questions or input or comments or whatever, and please subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Even if you're not going to Edinburgh, I do hope that you have a lot of sunshine and spring feeling all around. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.